Now, let's take a look at the brief here. Okay. So we created that wall section, part plan and part elevation. Now, the call out details from the 1:20 section at a 1:5 scale. So I can see we're going to use 2 sheets here, I would think. Ground floor edge, intermediate floor where the brick meets the timber cladding. Okay, eaves detail of that, and then the windows. Okay, all right. So let's go back to my ground floor plan here. So I'll just get rid of some of these views. Now, so that probably isn't the best place for our section, for our wall section. If we want to get what Pierce is looking for there, so I might just drag that as far as there, right? Right, let's just take a look at that now. Okay. I'm going to bring up the crop box down a little wider. Yeah, something like that. All right. Now, let's just read that again. So ground floor edge, right, intermediate floor and eaves. So I think we'll get those 3 out of this one here. All right. Okay, so we're into view call out. We'll start down here. So that's what he's looking for there, I think. Okay. And then this transition, first floor on that transition from that to that. Okay, let's do that one. So that will be here as well. That one down there maybe. And then the eaves detail, which is this one here. Okay, and it is something like so. Now, okay. Now I'm going to tidy this one up a little bit. So do you remember we did in the background there? So I'm trying to see if I can grab here as well. Let's see if I can add that to it. Piece of wall and this piece of wall. Yeah. Okay, let's right click, override graphics in this view by this element and halftone. Now they're gone a little bit into the background there, and we'll concentrate on these 3 here. Right, so these will end up in the wall sections, but I want to shift them. Okay, what I want to do is I want to move these into a new view called details, right? So I will take this one out. Sorry, let's I'm up as far as 7, is it? Yeah. So 08 details apply. Okay, and we'll take this one, this one, this one from the wall section, and we'll put them into the details. Okay, so I'm grouping them up in here. Now that wall section should be in the wall sections. Okay, now let's get these onto a sheet. Well, let's get in here and see them first. So 1 is to 5, which are pretty enormous. Call that 2. 1 is to 5. Okay, call that 3. 1 is to 5. Now let's start a new sheet here. Let's just rename that one. This was 1 to 20. wall section plan. Okay. And new sheet. Call the vert again. Select. Turn off the grid. Now let's come up here to the details and call out one. This one down there. Oh, okay. Let's do call out two. All right. So these are quite large. Now we can play around with them and scale them down a little bit here. So activate the view, and let's pull this in. Okay, and up, because that's what Pierce is interested in, is that transition there. All right, let's deactivate that view. Activate this one. Right in here, and we can pull that down because that's what he's interested in there. Okay, so let's deactivate that view. Now, I might just be able to line these up. Yeah, okay, that's grand. Now, let's take that and swap them out for this one. Okay. Now I can go back in and just I'll line these up a little bit better. They are lined up straight that way, but I'll just pull in the crop box a little bit there. So let's say call out 3, which is the eaves detail. And again, you can pull this in a little bit if that's what you want to do. So he's looking to get this done. Right. So one of the things that you might have to do now, just to explain why I've got so many colors. If I go back to my south elevation, you can see I just now some of my colleagues would throw a wobbler at this one by me coloring in these things here. You can see that I'm in hidden line. All right. If you find that it's too much color, then just take it out. Okay, and don't worry about it. Sometimes I just like the little bit of distinction, the fact that this is timber and this is brick, and sometimes the graphic indicator between those two is not strong enough, so a little bit of color in it is worthwhile. Probably a little bit too strong, to be honest with you, but however. So I'm going to go back into the call outs here, down here. So let's take that one. Now you know how to do this. Okay, so you can select it, override graphics in view by element and halftone. Now that sets that one a little bit into the background, and that's what we're interested in here, is how you're going to transition from the timber into the brick and the various different flashings and counter flashings that you might need to do that. All right, so let's just turn off that one. This one is the same, so let's pick let's see if we can pick the walls here. Okay, right click by element and halftone. Now that's a little bit better there as well, and you can actually you can use there's other tools in there that will allow you to fade those in the background even a little bit more, but this is what Pierce is interested in here. All right, if you remember, that was my fascia, and so it probably should come down a little bit more. So I showed you how to adjust that family in one of the previous videos. You might need to just take that down 50 mil or something like that, so it's sitting, so that the soffit part is sitting down below what's happening there. That might be what you'd have to do there. Okay, so let's go back to our sheet. Okay, and we'll rename this one. And this one is going to be wall details, we'll call it. there's my wall details there, and they all can be annotated up. Fill out the title block and you're good to go. And title block, look, because you've done this before, it is so simple, and it is annoying and not the done thing, not acceptable not to do this. So this will be sheet 06, I think it is it? Yeah, 6. Okay, the status, you can just put in 2 for that, and put in your name and your student number. Okay, and that fills out everything here. Now that's that sheet kind of set up and nearly ready to go. So I'll do another video now on the jam head and sill that you have to do.